Assalamu alaikum. I am Shujat Ali from Medicos Lectures by Shujat, and today we have a very interesting topic from the name cardiac cycle. Focusing on this presented word cardiac, we should know that it's related to our heart. So first of all, let's talk what actually heart is. Heart is basically a four-chambered organ that pumps blood into the arteries and form veins and keeping this blood flow at a constant level. Now, further going in detail about physiology of this cardiac cycle, we should know about its definition. So, cardiac cycle is basically the event between systole and diastole. It's the period of one heart contraction to the end of next. Period of one heart contraction to the end of next. That presented period is cardiac cycle, and we have two phases in it: systole or systole and diastole or diastole. And in this our presented tutorial, we are going in complete detail of both systole and diastole. So first of all, let's talk about diastole. Diastole is basically the phase of relaxation or filling of heart. Diastole is basically the phase of relaxation or filling of heart. Further divided into four parts. But our first part is isovolumic relaxation. In case of isovolumic relaxation, as its name shows, iso and volumic, we have intraventricular pressure decreasation, decrease of intraventricular pressure. It decreases, and aortic and pulmonary walls that we have, they closes. We have further three divisions or three phases in case of diastole, and our first 1/3 part is period of rapid filling. Phase of rapid filling. It's there a phase of rapid filling. It's the first 1/3 part. During this phase of rapid filling, arteria, the blood in the arteria or the blood pressure in the arteria is greater than that in ventricles, and aortic and pulmonary walls don't have any role, and during this we have AV walls that are closed and SL walls are open. And from these closing and opening, blood is pushed rapidly into the ventricles. Now, we have second point in these fillings, or second 1/3 part is diastasis. In case of diastasis, blood from the arteria are collected and then it shifts into the ventricles, and it's basically the simple procedure in case of diastasis. In case of later 1/3 part of our diastole, we have arterial systole. it is lateral 1/3 part of diastole. Here the arteria, they are contracting and pumping about 20 to 30% of blood into the ventricles, and blood in right atrium is 7 to 8 mmHg or millimeter of mercury in right atrium, and 3 to 4 in case of right ventricles. And further discussing about the second phase of cardiac cycle, which is diastole or diastole. It is the phase of relaxation, but diastole is the phase of contraction of heart. Systole, sorry. Systole. Phase of contraction. As it's a phase of contraction, so first point is period of isovolumic contraction, discussing that what events are actually going to happen in case of isovolumic contraction. In case of isovolumic contraction is basically a reverse of diastole. Here the intraventricular pressure, it rises, as in case of diastole it decreases, and AV valves are closed. They are closed. Semilunar valves are also closed, and this closure of semilunar valve causes the blood to move in the ventricles. In case of period of ejection, the ventricular pressure is rises above the 80 mmHg. 80 millimeter of mercury, and that of right atrium pressure is above the 8 millimeter of mercury, and this rise in the pressure will cause the aorta and pulmonary valves, basically pulmonary valves, to flow or push the blood in the aorta. It will cause pressure on pulmonary valves to push blood in aorta. Now we have further its two divisions: a period of rapid ejection, it's the first 1/3, and period of slow ejection, it's lateral 2/3. In case of period of rapid ejection, 70% of blood is ejected out, and in lateral 2/3 we have 30% of blood that is ejected. In case of pre-diastole, blood falls below the aortic and pulmonary. Blood pressure is basically less than that in aortic and pulmonary, and this decrease causes the atrium to flow the blood due to the momentum. Pressure is less than that of aortic and pulmonary. Further, we have three types of waves: A wave, V wave and C wave. A wave is basically the wave produced by the arterial contraction, or it's the wave due to the arterial contraction. And C wave is due to the ventricular contraction, and V wave is caused by the build-up of blood in the ventricles and aorta due to the AV valves. Now, further discussing about end systolic blood and end diastolic blood. In case of end systolic, it's basically the volume of blood at the end of systole. End systolic. At the end of systole. it's about 70 to 80 millimeter of mercury. And diastolic is volume of blood at the end of phase of diastole, and its value is 120 to 130 millimeter of mercury or mm. And now discussing about the role of AV valves and semilunar valves. AV valves, they have their role in preventing the backflow of blood from aorta into ventricles. And semilunar valves, they also have their role in preventing of backflow of blood but from aorta and pulmonary trunk. They prevent the backflow of blood. Now, discussing about preload and afterload. Preload is basically a degree of tension in a muscle. Preload. Degree of tension in a muscle. And afterload is basically a force that muscle act against that of preload. Now we are going to discuss our last terminology, and that is Frank-Starling law. Frank-Starling law, according to the Frank-Starling law, it's basically the graph between volume and systolic phase. That the increase in volume will also increase the blood pressure. Frank-Starling law. According to this law, that within the physiological limits, blood pumps out all the bloods into the ventricles. Within the physiological limit, heart pumps all the blood into the ventricles. And we have mechanism of Frank-Starling law that from blood is excess in the aorta, and aorta contract and puts that blood into the ventricles. And it's basically our procedure of cardiac cycle and phases of systole and diastole. Hope you all will understand it well. Don't forget subscribing Medicos Lectures by Shujat. Thank you so much.